Hey there, I'm Candice. I am the founder of Pretty Blessed and Unlimited. It is a boutique company that specializes in ensuring that the mature entrepreneur, new entrepreneur, develops personally and professionally while she's building her dream. Welcome to the podcast. So, today I want to introduce you to the Pretty Blessed Lady. She's a bad girl. And you may know her or you may be her. So I want to just dive in today just to kind of give you an introduction of what Pretty Blessed means and who this is for. So when we think about the name Pretty Blessed, in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I talking about beauty. I'm speaking more of a measure, quantity, like huge. I didn't want to say hugely blessed. That wasn't catchy to me. I didn't want to say big and blessed. That didn't fit. But when I think about the dynamic woman who this business will service, I think on the fact that she looks to her left and she looks to her right. And regardless of what the day, the years, whatever may bring to her, whatever life throws her way, she still realizes that she's pretty blessed. And on top of being pretty blessed, being a daughter of the king, she is also unlimited. And for that reason, she is to be in this setting to learn and understand the strategies that will allow her to take that dream off of the shelf, dust it off, and live to her best self. So, again, let me introduce you to the Pretty Blessed Lady. Here we see a lady here with the gift box next to her. And let me tell you a little about her journey. Sis may be working a 9 to 5. She may be a single mom. She may be married. She may have kids. She may have older kids. But one day she realized there's got to be more. The in and out, day to day, mundane routine just wasn't getting it for her anymore. She was working in a position that stifled her creativity. She has lived life and, gone about doing things for other people and not herself. But one day, she realized there's more. I have gifts and talents that I'm supposed to be using. And it's not going to happen as long as I sit in this position. She's excited. She's ready to take this on. She knows what's on the inside of her. But suddenly she starts looking ahead. I do have this family. I've got bills. Can I really take a risk of pursuing a dream like starting a business at this moment? Family and having a consistent, guaranteed pay is more of a priority. Then she starts to looking even further ahead. Work is pretty comfortable. Who likes stepping out of their comfort zone? In the beginning, this pretty blessed lady didn't feel that way. It's easier to stick with what you know than to launch out into the deep and not know what to expect. Perhaps she has aging parents that she had to care of. So the dream, the gifts kind of got put away to the side. And not only with all of these factors going on, there's a whole world of things going on that suddenly impacts her, and she feels there's no way she can pursue that dream at this time. So, my friend here, the pretty blessed lady, she starts questioning herself. She starts doubting herself. She starts doubting the fact that she even heard the right dream, that she saw the right vision, that she heard from God. Now she has all of these questions. Is the market too saturated? There are so many other people already doing this. I don't see how this is going to work. She has all of these questions. And suddenly she quits on that dream. And before you know it, time has passed. Time has passed, maybe months, maybe years. But there's something about the pretty blessed lady. When she has a gift, when she has a dream that is given to her by God, it stays on her heart. It never truly lets her go. And one day she decides, I'm all in. I'm going after this. I've seen so many things that I've been able to accomplish before. And why can't I do this? Now the pretty blessed lady has shifted her mindset and she's ready to move forward. So here's where Pretty Blessed Unlimited comes in. Pretty Blessed Unlimited comes in with the perfect strategy for the pretty blessed lady to accomplish her dream. You see, I found out that the questions that I was asking, the situations that were occurring, taking care of family, all of those things, they're probably going to be there. But the one thing that I started to notice after every attempt, talking about me personally here, every attempt of getting the dream off the ground, the only common denominator was me. Can I tell y'all a quick story? So I love watching reruns on TV. And I saw an article recently. I didn't even finish reading the article. But you know what? The article said people that watch rerun shows on television, that may be a sign of depression. How about I just like TV, right? Anywho, back on track. So, one of my favorite shows to watch on repeat, I don't care how many times I have seen the episodes, I will watch them over and over again. And that's Martin. Absolutely love Martin. There was an episode of Martin where Mrs. Payne, Cole's mother, and the lady that played Aunt Esther, I can't remember what her character name was in Martin, but they were all in the vehicle together, right? And they were going around in circles, and Aunt Esther kept saying, "Isn't that such and such on the corner?" Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember this episode? And so, like the second or third time that she repeated that same story again, Mama Payne says, no, there was a situation where she said something about the bus and always smelled like day old cabbage. And Mama Payne says, you know what? If it smelled like day old cabbage everywhere you go, maybe it's you. Well, friend, let me tell you. If the dream is still a dream, if the action is not action, if the math ain't mathing, if the business ain't profiting, if the book isn't written, then who else is there to consider other than you? If it's smelling like day old cabbage, friend, it needs a rethink. And I had to learn that the hard way. It took me a long time because I really kept trying to put the excuses on everyone else but me. But one day I heard from God, and that message to me was I needed to shift some things around. And that shifting was an internal thing that I had to go through. And it wasn't until I shifted and started working from the inside out, that's when I started seeing results. So, friend, you have to rethink the whole thing that you've been working on. Perhaps you need to revisit your why. Why are you trying to start this particular dream? Perhaps you need to rethink, exactly the right way to go about doing the dream. Maybe it's not a business you're supposed to run. Maybe it's not coaching. Maybe it's professional speaking. Maybe you're supposed to be in a classroom teaching. Maybe it's a whole career change. Maybe it's not a business at all. But the best way to figure that out, ask God. He's the creator. He gave you the dream. Why not get it from the source? Another thing that I've learned through this over time is I had to reinvent me. Now, not to say God got it wrong in the beginning, but there were so many factors that came along throughout life that started sticking to me. There were so many labels that I assumed were accurate that started sticking to me. But trying to move into the entrepreneurial space, I had to realize that the way that I moved as a parent, the way that I moved as an employee, the way that I moved as a grad student, that wasn't going to work. There are some things that I had to reinvent about myself. I had to realize that there are going to be some ups and some downs. I had to learn that not all launches were going to be successful. I had to realize that if something seemed to go wrong and not the way that I planned, that doesn't mean to quit. Oh, that's a big one. Because so often we think just because it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. And if you don't reinvent yourself and you're still stuck thinking and acting the way you were for the past roles that you were doing, then you're going to stay on that cycle of, I wish my dream would come true. I wish my dream was my reality. Once you have completed the rethinking, the reinvention, friend, it's time to relaunch. Once you have a solid you can build a solid business foundation. And that is exactly what I've been working on throughout all 2021. And you know what? I found out it works. Now that the Pretty Blessed Lady has gone through her journey, maybe you're at the beginning of your journey. Maybe you're midways. Maybe you've come to the point where you're all in and you're ready to make the right moves toward to making it your reality. Perhaps this is a good place for you to take on your next step. Rethink, reinvent, and relaunch.